Okay, so we've transformed all the pieces, and now we need to just combine Devastator together. Because of the size of them, I've had to move the camera back, so I'll be doing it from the side, so I hope you can catch all of this. Okay, so first things first, we have Scavenger. This makes the torso. So these brackets here, which may or may not have been his balls in the movie, are where the legs attach on. So we'll start with long haul. So he's got a cavity there that you just need to push that into. And then you take your transformed Rampage and you do the same on this side. Okay, so as you can see now, it's starting to come together a little bit. And then you need to take both the arms and attach those. So we take High Tower and we'll just bring that bracket out. He does become better balanced once you have everything in. So we'll move the hook forward just because it'll make it a bit easier to attach. And again, like the Superlink figures, that just pops in. You will need to apply a little bit of force until it slips. And then you take Scrapper, and Scrapper again, he'll go in on this side, so you bring this out. And you'll need to apply again a little bit of force, basically until it clips in place. So as you can see, you've got Devastator's body there. And then for the final part, you put in Mixmaster right on top. He just clips directly into the top. And he just slots in place with a hard click, like that. Let's see if we can balance him a bit better. There we go. And there you have your Revenge of the Fallen Supreme Class Devastator. Bring him forward a bit so you can see. So, I mean, you can see for yourself there the scale of him. He's pretty big. He's kind of small for a Supreme Class. He's a lot smaller than the Supreme Class Starscream from Cybertron. But he is still huge. I mean, it's kind of strange when you look at each piece individually. They're very simple, and it's only really when you kind of combine them that you actually see the amount of detailing that has gone in. I mean, even like a kind of a wash or something on some of the pipes here would have brought everything out, would have made it look way better. But at the same time, because of how everything is and how it all clips together, it actually it would have looked a bit too busy, I guess, because there's a lot of kind of disjointed metal pieces which bring out the detailing, and maybe a little bit more colour might have taken away from that, I don't know. But it's so big and simple, you can add this stuff, I guess, yourself easily. The joints can move pretty well for something this big. Usually when you have something this big, you kind of sacrifice a little bit of movement. But he can be like kind of positioned pretty well. There's no bend in the elbows here. The bend is actually here on this hinge, so you can move it in and out. And this turns like so. You can also do that, so you can actually, there is a surprising amount of kind of posability with this guy. It really is pretty impressive when you actually get them all together and take a look at him. His Mecha Live feature is all in his head. He's got a small tab here with a Decepticon logo on it, and when you push on it, he does that. So I'll just try and show you that. I'll pull this back so you can actually see the full effect of it. The head opens, you get that massive cavity leading into the back of Mixmaster, and you get the lights like he's sucking stuff in, and it's all LEDs. I absolutely love this feature. I just think it is so cool looking. It just makes him look really, really awesome. Just absolutely awesome. He's such a kind of a cool little toy. I mean, I wasn't really a huge fan. I liked the design when I seen the original pictures of it. And then when I see him in the movie, I was kind of a little bit disappointed. But when you actually hold the toy in your hands and you're playing with it and you're taking a look at it and trying different things out, he comes with quite a lot of kind of posability and stuff like that. It's, you know, all this moves. So you can kind of, you know, you can do stuff with it. You can have it so that his fingers look like they're open and stuff like that. And, you know, it is really cool. The legs, you know, you won't get much posing out of him because he's so top heavy here. But you can bend these. I mean, you can have him fairly upright. You can have him in the kind of monkey position. You can have him where his back is a bit more straight. And he is really cool. I mean, this is just, this whole thing here where Mixmaster is that leads into the Devastator head is just fantastic. And it really shows off this feature. You know, and he does say a few things. From what I believe, it is recordings of Frank Welker. So you're getting your own little Frank Welker here as well, just so you can get an idea of the side of him. You know, he is quite long. You know, Mixmaster's there on the back, as you can see, not really well hidden. This kind of cavity does come up, and he has these panels, which I haven't extended. I'll have to try and do that now. So he's got those things on top, the little fins that come out that we saw in the movie. Which are just, you know, they don't really make that much of a difference. You can have them up or down. I didn't really even notice that I didn't have them up until I was looking at the head there. But it is just an absolutely badass toy. I mean, it's a combiner, it's posable. You can bend arms, move them in and out, bend legs, move them in and out. You know, the head doesn't turn left and right, but you get that great feature when the head pops up and it opens and you can see all the LEDs inside. Just absolutely fantastic toy, you know. He's just so big. And the individual vehicle modes, I don't really care that they don't turn into robots, because it's just, you're getting something that is so big, you know. Ah, he's just, I love this guy so much. And I'll actually bring in, just so that you get an idea of the actual scale of him. We'll just bring in Hot Rod there. I mean, so, you know, you get a fair idea. I mean, this, you know, he is big, he is imposing, he is powerful, and you know, he does look absolutely fantastic. He's not without flaws, you know. He does have them, but really this is quite possibly the coolest combiner that has ever been released into the Transformers market. I think just for the posability and the scale, absolutely fantastic design. So I would highly recommend him. I mean, he is in the upper price point. I would expect him to be on the shelves for a while, and then he'd come down in price. If you can get him. He's just so big and cool. And like I said, I'm going to use him as Monstructor in my on my Universe shelf. So, you know, he's just really, really cool looking toy. I absolutely love this guy. I'll give him a good high 4.5 out of 5. You know, it's just really, it's small things, you know. Could have done with extra paint, could have done with a bit of, these could have been bigger, maybe give him a bit more support or something like that so that you could get more posing out of him. Really, he's only losing the 0.5 there because of that. Outside of that, he's just absolutely fantastic, you know. Might not be for everybody, but I certainly love him to bits. He's just a fantastic toy. Okay, so that's really it about him. Go out happy hunting, try and find him, play with him, see what you think. I think you'll be fairly surprised at how good he is. Okay, thanks. Bye.